Hello, my name is Alicia Castle, and this is my project proposal for implementing a new clinical documentation system. When deciding upon a new system into a healthcare organization, there are a lot of steps that needs to be taken before, during, and even after implementation. Even then, some may be overlooked, and the organization can suffer greatly from these mistakes. In this presentation, a system acquisition case will be examined, along with a risk analysis strategy. An assessment of the system development lifecycle will be discussed, and the impact technology has on cultural factors when it comes to healthcare provision and decision making. Key players in strategic planning and continuous quality improvements will be explained. Enterprise-wide data and its role in information governance will be assessed, as well as enterprise-wide data and technology's role in data governance. The best practices and policies will be discussed, and the economic impact of the project proposal will be explained. Garrison's Children's Hospital is a pediatric hospital that holds 225 beds. The neonatal intensive care unit holds 77 beds, which cares for premature or critically ill babies. The pediatric intensive care unit holds 28 beds that cares for children under the age of 18. Garrison is a part of Premier Healthcare, which also includes an adult hospital, a psychiatric hospital, and inpatient and outpatient clinics. Premier has implemented a new documentation system to Garrison that in the last 6 months was successfully implemented in the adult hospital, which drives the decision making for Garrison. Although successfully implemented, there have been some problems with the Garrison nurses staff. The staff was having issues with the usability of the new system due to the differences from the adult hospital in terms of their unit design, computer resources, the level of computer literacy, information documented, and work processes, not to mention patient populations. Because of this, the nurse staff expressed their concerns, but was ultimately pushed down and was left to stick it out. Workarounds of the system were developed by staff, which led to occurrences where patient safety was affected. Before the implementation of the documentation system, there should have been a risk analysis done to show the potential risks and vulnerabilities of confidentiality, integrity, and availability of electronic patient health information. The organization must know where the EPHI is stored, retrieved, maintained, and sent to. With this, the collective data can be obtained and documented. Threats to the EPHI must be predicted to have measures put in place. This includes threats that are unique to their own environment. The security measures that are put into place should be assessed and ensured to be configured and used properly. The determination of when these occurrences may occur and the impact it will have is beneficial to the preparedness of the organization when it does happen. The system development lifecycle process is utilized when a system is purchased from a vendor or at least through a cloud-based service. The planning phase is to determine the feasibility of the new system, financial and operational, and to assess if there is even a need for a new system. The design phase is the second phase, where the decision to purchase a system from a vendor or to lease a cloud-based system is contemplated, depending on the needs of the organization. Once the system is chosen, the implementation phase begins, where the conducting of workflow analysis should be utilized. Once go live has started, the final phase begins. This phase is crucial to ensure that the new and existing information system is functioning properly. Cultural impacts of implementing clinical documentation system consist of communication between staff, the transfer and sharing of data, leading to more focus on patient care and a reduction in medical errors resulting in injury or death. Some key players in strategic planning. The Chief Information Officer is obliged by Hipaa law and state and federal regulations to ensure that there is a security system in place and that all systems are safe and secure. The IT department provides support for the day-to-day use, and they ensures that the IT plan is current and works with organizations to implement needed application and trains the new users. The direct staff uses the system and leaves reviews on the usability of it. Enterprise-wide data is data that is shared by the users of an organization, generally across departments in or geographic regions. It is beneficial to making better healthcare decisions, which can improve upon treatment outcomes. The collected data from across the organization or region can help allocate resources efficiently. Enterprise-wide data's role in information governance allows information more accessible to medical staff who need it to make more efficient decisions. Strategic implementation of data management technologies may help improve the organization's dependability, improve patient care, greater communication, quicker, more efficient business decisions. Enterprise information systems create a standard data structure and can eliminate the problem of information division due to multiple systems within the organization. They play a major role in data governance by avoiding data inconsistencies or errors in data, which may lead to integrity issues, poor decision making, and a variety of organizational problems. HIPAA privacy and security laws are the most important policies as it relates to data governance, information exchange, and technical and structural interoperability. PHI confidentiality is important, and the data must be protected from breaches or disclosed information. The HL7 standards is the best practice when it comes to these, as it is a standard for exchanging between medical information systems. It is widely used for communicating medical information between various information systems. FHIR is built on HL7, but it is considered easier to implement due to its web-based technologies. System acquisitions such as clinical documentation systems have major benefits and economic impact in healthcare organizations. As technology advances, so does the opportunity to create a system that can improve patient outcomes, quality of care, service capacity, and decrease the overall cost. For my proposed acquisition, the economic impact will be substantial. Although with a new system, there is always startup costs, training costs, and continuing maintenance costs, but fewer costly mistakes will be made from the workarounds of the system documentation. Questions from the board. Can the system be built with available funds? Yes, the system may be built with the available funds allocated for it. The cost to purchase, implement, train the staff, and potential continuous maintenance is covered by the budget. With the barriers presented with the staff referring to paper documentation, what support can be provided for the staff who has trouble understanding the system? For the staff who continues to have issues with the documentation system, a champion will be appointed for each shift to help those until they understand and can utilize the system on their own. Based on the concerns of the nursing staff, what changes can be made to the system, or is a new one needed? Based on the concerns, a new system will be needed to accommodate the unit design, information documented, and work processes that are different from the other hospitals. In conclusion, a Clinical documentation system is beneficial to quality patient care. All the measures need to be taken before, during, and after the implementation of the system for continuing success of the organization. Laws and regulation also need to be considered when deciding a system. Research of the system needs to be thoroughly investigated to see if it is compatible with the unit it is being implemented to.